Hello everybody, welcome back to the Sleep Sleepers series, and in this episode we're starting it off a little different. I got a little something that I'm looking at, and you can probably get an idea of what it looks like if you look at the options that I have in front of me. But I've been doing some postulating and some theorizing as to what I should do, and I'm deciding on one of my first major investments. Now, as you guys know, or as you may know, if you've been following the videos for a while, I've gotten two Berry Finding S berry Pokemon, but unfortunately they both don't have Berry Finding S until level 25, and the Eevee event is coming up this next week, and I really want to maximize my odds of seeing Eevees, since Leafeon is our healer option. I really want to make the most out of this next upcoming Eevee event, which means I want to be maximizing spawns as much as possible to try and farm for the Eevee. So I want to have as high as drowsy power as possible. Not as high. I'm probably going to do split sessions with the free-to-play. Do my best to do split sleep sessions to cause more Eevee encounters. That also causes higher chances of shinies. So, and I don't think I'm going to get high enough drowsy power to like actually do well with things. But I think one of the big things that's going to help out is if I can have a good berry specialist and with Berry Finding S. And I've got two options. This Cubone and this Rattata. Now, you may question, how can I get them up to have the Berry Finding S for the Eevee week? And because I don't have enough candy for either of them. And if I click use item, you can see that I have 53 handy candies that I've stockpiled up. This is going to be my first major investment. It might be the wrong play, but only time will tell. I think it'll be useful if I can get the good Leafeon, and if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, but it's worth a shot. So, I really had to question, which one do I invest in? Now, I like each one of these for different reasons. I guess some things that I really like about what I like about the Rattata is that I already have a lot of candy. It's less of an investment to bring it up there, since what else would that candy be going towards? They're both level 14. The Rattata's a little bit closer on XP. It's one night of sleep away, closer, but we're way closer on the Rattata to evolution, and compared to the Cubone. And I just was like, okay, I like that the Cubone has the Impish Nature. Impish Nature is pretty good. Ingredient Finding Down is pretty good for berry specialists. I don't think it's as nice as a lot of people think it is. But especially on this free-to-play account where I'm not thinking too much about the meals, it's actually pretty decent, pretty solid. So, I like the ingredient finding down, and I like the energy recovery up, especially. Right now, I'm lacking a healer option, and because of that, energy is difficult to come by. This account struggles for energy, and having the energy recovery up on a Charge Energy S Pokemon is phenomenal. So, I like the Marowak for that reason, or I like the Marowak as an option for that reason. Rattata also has the Charge Energy S, but it doesn't have the nature, so it's not getting as much out of the skill to regenerate it. It's got just a neutral nature, Bashful. And as for their sub-skills, I mean, the Rattata is a much better long-term investment with Help Speed S. But by the time that I'd be able to hit any level 75 on any Pokemon on this account, I'd hope I would have caught something better than either of these Pokemon. Because neither of these are fantastic. They're good. Don't get me wrong. Early game, phenomenal to have any berry finding with berry finders with Berry Finding S. It's good. It's worth the investment early game to use until you find the much better long-term investment like I have on my main account. So yeah, you want to have a berry finder with Berry Finding S as soon as possible. It's a very powerful asset. Berry Finding S is just that strong. If you can get one right away, pretty much do it. Any berry finder will do. Speed of Help Down is unfortunate if you have something like that. If it has Berry Finding S and Speed of Help Down, then maybe it's not worth as much investment. If it's a level 10 Berry Finding S, I'd go for it still. But overall, very powerful skill. And I have it on two of these guys, but both are at level 25. Now, I had to do the good old question of which one to invest in, and because the Marowak is behind on candies. Now, I really had options here. Now, 63 Handy Candy S. 53 is how much I have stockpiled, but I can purchase from the store. That's usually a pretty bad idea, but I have a lot of sleep points stockpiled up. I'm not spending as much sleep points on biscuits as what you'd expect from the free-to-play account on this account, since I have such a limited range of things that I can catch and things that I'm interested in catching. I'm playing a bit more conservative on the biscuits on here. So, if I look in the shop, then I go to the regular exchange. I can purchase Handy Candy S for 160 each. Purchasing 10 of them, that's 1,600 sleep points. I got plenty. I'm getting 500 more tonight. It's an expense, don't get me wrong, but one that I think is well worth it to have that Berry Finding S for a crucial week for this account, if I can manage to get that healer. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at. So I'm looking at 63 Handy Candies is how much I have of Handy Candy S. 23 is how much Marowak Cubone candy I have. 66 is how much Rattata candy I have. I put them as 175 and 275 respectively, because that is basically their XP levels after tonight's sleeps. Actually, wait a minute. It's the Good Sleep Day. I just remembered. Good Sleep Day has an XP boost. On the 17th, that's tonight, Sleep XP is doubled. So, hey, that actually makes a big difference because I might not have to purchase as much candy. So, if it's doubled, this becomes 175. This becomes just 75. Okay, so we got 63 Candy S, 66 regular candy. I've got a couple options. Either make him into a Marowak, and I don't quite get him there to level 25. I get him to level 23 for now. And then continue to invest as I get more resources. I believe there's some handy candy in the missions for the event that's upcoming. So it would be pretty early on in the event that I'd be able to get him to be a Marowak with the Berry Finding S. So because of that, I theoretically could look at investing into the Marowak to get level 25. My first long-term investment, or not long-term, but like my first Berry Finding S. Alternatively, I can invest in the Rattata to make it Eradicate, and I'm kind of leaning towards the Rattata, just because it's cheaper. I'm gonna have it sooner for the event, and while I'm not as interested in Snowdrop as I am in Top, the Eradicate is still going to be useful in general. And I can eventually get the Marowak to that point of having Berry Finding S. But alternative options are Cubone, if I want to keep him as a Cubone and get him up there, to have Berry Finding S. Now, interestingly, a lot of my Pokemon actually hit the point where they have a Tier 1 ribbon. But Tier 1 ribbons only impact inventory, even on unevolved ones. So, and there's no way I'm going to have it at Tier 2 ribbon by that point. So, if I could have it at a Tier 2 ribbon, then he would actually outperform the Marowak at the highest level that I can get it to. So that's an interesting realization. That's an interesting thing. But he's not going to be there by the time the event comes around, and I wish he would be, because that'd be awesome. But he's not. So my options really are the Cubone, the Marowak at level 23. If I get the Marowak to level 25, then he is better than the Raticate. But the Raticate I can have now. So, given that I'm looking at these guys for early game investment, I think I'm gonna... Actually, no. I'm gonna invest in the Raticate. Having that Berry Finding for now is awesome. And I can use it. So, we're gonna see quite the hefty investment here. If we use the calculator, the Ranax calculator, you can see that it only takes... I just want him to be ready there tomorrow morning. I don't really care about the night because sneaky snacking doesn't roll over into the night. So as long as he levels up overnight, we're good. So he'll be at that point should he take in 61 handy candies. So that's the number we're going to do. I'll only buy 8. I've held up 5 fingers, but my phone's in the other hand, so that's why that's the case. We'll buy 8 handy candies, and then dump everything into the Rattata for now. And then, if I find a better one, and that's unfortunate, but sometimes things go that way, and it's better to invest into something that you know you have, and that you know will help you, than it is to invest in something that you might one day get. Use what you got until you get what you don't have. That's kind of my thought line with this. You gotta spend money to make money. It's kind of the idea. So, I'm kind of rambling on as if I'm trying to justify it to you guys. Almost justify it to myself. But, we're gonna save on a little bit of candies by, okay, let's see. We're gonna save a little bit of candies by, not by using the Good Sleep event to our advantage. Rattata. That's so many candies. Dear gosh. Okay. So we need to have 40 left over for him to evolve. And there, he's within 200 XP with that exact amount. Oh, I don't have dream shards. 8,000 dream shards shy. Okay. How big are my dream clusters? We're 8,000 shy. Okay, we're doing a bit more math here. It was like 8,300, wasn't it? My dream clusters are currently valued at 411. That's 21 uses. Okay. Well, we'll use a big one. So that covers 6. Those of you that don't know, the Dream Cluster M is worth 6 Dream Cluster S. It doesn't say that in game anywhere, but if you do the math, it always is that way. And then, so that's 6 of the 21, so we need 17 more? No, that's not right math. 15 more. Gosh. College grad here, everybody. I know how to do math. Alrighty. So, dump all but 40 candies into it. Get him just within range so that after tomorrow morning, he'll be level 25 and have that berry finding S ready to go. And that also completes that mission for us of use 136 candies, gets us some extra diamonds, and we get to evolve him. Used up every last one of those resources. Typically, it's better to hold on to dream clusters as long as you can. I haven't spent any yet until just now. But once again, you gotta spend money to make money, so that's kind of the thought line there. That's just because as you go up in the research rank, they get more and more valuable. But here we go, everybody. We got Eradicate. I think it's our first evolution on this account. So we're slowly making progress. And soon it'll be our first berry finding S. It'll be our first Pokemon to level 25 as well. This dude's going to be on our team for quite some time because he's going to be by far the strongest thing that we have. Once we get him there. So I hope he treats me well. If we could roll normal berry for Eevee week, oh, that would just reach my soul. We're not at a point where, oh boy, wait, we got a badge. It's probably evolve one Pokemon or use X number of candies. I know those are both medals. How many candies you use to level up Pokemon? Okay. Ingredient to get S. I'm surprised they don't have a badge for the first time you evolve a Pokemon. Because I'm pretty confident that's my first evolution on this account. I would have thought the first one would have been like, oh, look at you did it! Okay, well. Now we can get into the sleep session. you can see what I saw last night. Now, this is going to be kind of shameful because I've been busier lately than I thought I would be, and that led me to forget this thing earlier. So it clocked in weirdly. It says 8 hours 45 minutes, but you can clearly see that it says 10:44 to 7:30 p.m. I kind of forgot about the free-to-play, and I got left on the wayside, literally just sleeping all day long. So I missed breakfast and lunch. I did eat dinner though, and dinner gave me a crit on the ginger tea that I made using the ginger from the Cubone and the apples from the Rattata. I've been saving them up all week to make that Ember ginger tea on the last day. Look at that new drowsy power record from the doubled sleep score from the Good Sleep event. You always like to see it, so we're probably going to see some new styles here. Maybe I should have seen what I catch here before investing so heavily into the Rattata. I mean, we knew Clefairy was probably going to show up because that's kind of the whole shtick. The whole shtick of the Good Sleep event, the full moon. It increases the Cleffa line spawn rate. So again, lots of new sleep styles here. Because I think we caught one. No, we definitely didn't, because that was the new sleep style. We haven't encountered Clefairy yet. Well, maybe we encountered Clefairy, but a top belly Clefairy. That is a pretty. I think that's easily the rarest style that we've seen yet on this account. The highest rewarding. Maybe I should have waited until after the sleep session was reviewed, so I get a few extra dream shards. I didn't even consider that. Oh well, whatever. What's done is done. And then it looks like everything else is... Oh, new Bonsly sleep as well. 2-star. That's neat. I don't care too much about the Bonsly. Bonsly is useful for this account. Should I invest enough skill seeds? The problem is investing in the skill seeds is a hefty investment. So, the rest are all sleep styles we've seen before. There is a why not here, but given... There's actually a lot of Pokemon here that are kind of on my priorities list. There's the Wynot, there's the Slowpoke, there's a bunch of Cleffas. Actually, there's only 2, but... we'll see if anything's hungry. And I'll probably feed hungry Pokemon a regular biscuit. Oh, the Clefairy? Okay, the Cleffa's hungry. That means it is a guaranteed catch on the Cleffa. Oh, the Wynot is one away. That's also good to see. I must have primed it last time. I'm more interested in the Slowpoke. So, wait, did that just crit? I wasn't even paying attention. I think I saw it crit. I don't know. It doesn't even matter. Oh, yes, the Slowpoke's only one away. There we go. So we're getting lots of catches today. We got 2 potential healers, should they have the right sub-skills in nature. So then, I guess the question here is... I could insta-catch the Clefairy, which could be really... Oh, nope, not with a Great Biscuit. I'm going to instant-catch the Clefairy with a bonus biscuit, because it's an evolved Pokemon, mid-evolution. Normally that's bad, but on Berry Specialist, we really don't care all that often, especially with a skill as inconsistent as Metronome. I don't really care if that skill's 1 level lower. You don't really care about inventory on Berry Specialist either. So, and then we're gonna take advantage of the hungry Cleffa by feeding it a biscuit. It's gonna crit, as is guaranteed. Then let's see, would we do well without it being without there being another one? This would be a gamble if there wasn't a second one on the field. I'm not gonna feed regular biscuits to get the Cleffa up. Okay, it's a good thing there's a second one on the field. I wouldn't be interested in filling it from base all the way to full. That's too much of a risk. I guess I could have primed it with just 2 biscuits, but eh. Alrighty then. That's all the Pokemon today. So we got 4 catches. It's gonna be just my luck if the Clefairy has Berry Finding S and I just dumped all those candies into the Clefairy. You couldn't make that up. Sure, we'll send out the Atop Belly Clefairy. I don't think there was. Wait, no, there was a Sprigatito there. Never mind, I should do that. Which one was the? It was a dozing type because it's probably tucked. I'm gonna hope tucked sleep was the Sprigatito because I can't really check it now. Wait, yes I can. It is tucked. Okay, we're good. Alrighty, hitting rank 15. That's a big one, everybody. We got a Great Biscuit and some whistles. And another whistle. Alrighty, let's see. Big morning for the free-to-play account. Why not? What you gonna have, bud? Careful Nature. Careful Nature's good on a skill specialist, I believe. I think that's main skill chance up. And... oh. I forgot what it is down. Is it... that could be... inventory, ingredient finding. It's got help speed M at level 50. Ingredient finding down. Okay. So this is a decent healer. Unfortunately, Wobbuffet's the worst of the 3 healing options that we have between the Slow Twins, the, I guess 4 healing options. The Slow Twins, Leafeon, and why not? Brave Nature. I like Brave Nature. That's speed of help up, XP gains down. That's good on pretty much every Pokemon. It's got Mono Cacao, which is interesting. Not what you really want on the Slowpoke. Slowpoke's like the only thing that's not an ingredient specialist where you really... it's like a step above in terms of ingredient list, but since we're looking for it for healing on this account, I don't care too much if the sub-skills for skill chance make up for it. Don't really care about any of that, and speed of help up is good, but there's nothing for skill trigger until level 75. We'll be able to find something better before it levels up to that point. Now for the Berry Finders, the interesting ones. Timid Nature, that's unfortunate. That's speed of help down. Man, what is it with me and getting mono on all these things? But it's got help speed. You know, if it wasn't for the speed of help down nature, this would eventually be good. But it's just not going to be worthwhile in any capacity. And then the Cleffa, the weakest of the bunch. Docile, that's neutral. Doesn't have any sort of things interesting for berry finding, so... wow, that is like the most neutral Cleffa I have ever seen. There's not a bit of things that contribute to help speed, but also not really a bit of things that hurt it either. It's just... base Cleffa, basically. Which sucks. So, some interesting skill catches. The Why Not? Decent. I'll have to run that one through the calculator and compare it. I'm not going to invest yet, just because we're coming up on Eevee week. Possibly going to get that Leafeon. But I want to start putting a bit more time into this this Sleep Sleepers account, because I think especially with the Eevee event, I can make some huge progress. So, well, bit of a longer episode, especially for the Sleep Sleepers series. I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And leave a comment, as always. I like to respond to them. Give me your thoughts about if that were investment was the right decision or not. I love to hear some constructive criticism, but I was coming right up on the event, and I wanted to make sure I had that berry finder in time. So, if you have enjoyed, leave that like, subscribe, and I thank you all for watching. Bye-bye now.